Good morning, friends. I welcome all of you. This lecture number 3 of unit number 2, performance of automobile. So, in previous two lectures, we discussed the content of this chapter, that is, power required to propulsion of the vehicle, resistance to vehicle motion, namely air resistance, rolling resistance, and gradient resistance. Then we discussed the road performance, namely acceleration, grade resistance, gradability, drawbar pull. Now in today's lecture we will discuss again same, that is acceleration, gradability and drawbar pull. How the formulas are to be calculated for this road performance, and at the same time we will discuss the traction. So in the previous lecture we discussed the acceleration. As we know that when we are going to accelerate the vehicle, the rotating part also get accelerated, and because of that what happens, the weight of the vehicle is to be increased from W to WE, that is weight of the vehicle to the effective weight. And because to get the vehicle accelerated we require the surplus or excess power, and this surplus or excess power is equal to effective weight into acceleration into speed divided by 3600 kilowatt. So here it is mentioned WE stands for effective weight, F stands for maximum acceleration, V vehicle speed. Now rearranging the terms, the maximum acceleration is equal to 1 upon effective weight into surplus power into 3600 divided by V. This is only the rearranging the terms in the first this equation. So since we know that what is surplus power is nothing but is the difference between the available engine brake power and required brake power. Getting it is a difference, it is the additional power that is available getting between the engine brake power available and the required engine power. That difference that will give the surplus power, and this eta t is nothing but a transmission efficiency. Here we are going to considering the losses in the transmission drivelines. Getting, as we know that in a transmission drivelines there are losses due to the friction between the different parts of the rotating surfaces, and here we are going to consider this transmission efficiency, these losses. So by putting this surplus power value in this maximum acceleration equation, the equation becomes acceleration is equal to 1 upon effective weight into bracket PE minus P required into eta t into 3600 divided by V. Again rearranging the terms for our convenience, acceleration is equal to 1 upon effective weight into PE into eta t minus P required into eta t into 3600 divided by V. Suppose this is equation number A. So as we know that the engine brake power required, that already we had discussed in the first lecture about the power required for propulsion of the engine, that P required is equal to PV divided by eta t. At the same time PV is equal to RV divided by 3600. So therefore P required is equal to RV divided by 3600 into eta t. So put this value of engine brake power required into the equation number A. So equation number A becomes acceleration is equal to 1 upon WE into PE into eta t minus RV divided by 3600 into eta t, that is the value of required engine brake power into eta t into 3600 divided by V. So simplifying this equation again, V get cancel, eta t get cancel, 3600 and 3600 get cancel. So acceleration is equal to 1 upon effective weight into bracket PE into eta t into 3600 divided by V minus R. Suppose this is equation number B. So as we know that tractive effort F is equal to available engine brake power into transmission efficiency eta t into 3600 divided by V. This is the value of tractive effort. So how this tractive effort value comes, that again we are going to discuss in the article, that is a traction and tractive effort. So put value of F in equation B. So here in this equation we are going to put the value of F. So acceleration is equal to 1 upon effective weight into bracket F minus R. So this value that is we are going to useful for the solving the numericals. Maximum acceleration is equal to 1 upon effective weight, means reciprocal of effective weight into tractive effort minus road resistance. Getting? So this is important. This calculation formula is very important for us. A short note is to be asked on this road performance, that is acceleration. Now let us discuss the gradability. So what is the gradability? That already we have discussed. The gradability, that is a maximum percentage grade which vehicle can negotiate with full rated condition, is known as the gradability. Getting? Means whatever the excess power that we needs to overcome this grade resistance, this excess or surplus power is to be considered as the gradability. So again the same surplus power or excess power is equal to W into gradability into vehicle speed V divided by 100 into 3600, as it is a maximum percentage grade, that's why here 100 comes. So therefore simplifying or rearranging, gradability is equal to 100 upon W into P into eta T minus P required into eta T into 3600 divided by V. So already this calculation for this surplus power already we did in the acceleration. So just only we are going to put. So gradability is equal to 100 by W into PE eta T into 3600 by V minus P required into eta T into 3600 divided by V. So as we know that P required is PV upon NT is equal to RB upon 3600 into NT eta T, and PE eta T into 3600 divided by V is the F, that is the tractive effort F. Getting? So by putting these two values in gradability equation, 100 upon W into F minus R. Getting? 100 upon W into F minus R, that will use as the gradability value. Next, that is the drawbar pull. So whatever the excess power is available, whatever the surplus power is available, that fully utilized for pulling the extra load which is attached with the vehicle. So then the maximum drawbar pull is equal to tractive effort minus road resistance. Getting? So the tractive effort, that is simply pulling force which is utilized to propel the vehicle. The pulling force which is utilized to propel the vehicle is known as the drawbar pull. So in this case, this R is a combination of rolling resistance and air resistance. Getting? So these are the three equations that is very much useful to solve the numericals. Now let us discuss the traction and tractive effort. What is the traction and tractive effort? In the examination point of view, it is very important, as the short note or the definition is to be asked in the examination. Getting? One in the second question number 2, one a short answer question on this chapter, and one question is numerical. So in this short questions they may ask the traction and tractive effort. So the force available at the contact between the rear wheels, tires and the road is known as a tractive effort. Getting? The force which is available at the contact between the rear wheel tires and the road is known as tractive effort. Simply, the force available at the contact between the drive wheel tires and the road is known as a tractive effort. So the ability of rear wheels to transmit this effort without slipping is known as a traction. The ability of the rear wheels to transmit this effort without slipping is known as a traction. Getting? So in this way, traction provides the contacting force between the drive wheels and the road surface. So hence usable tractive effort will never exceed the traction. This tractive effort force will not be exceed than the traction. If it is exceed than the traction, then definitely the vehicle will be going to slip on the road surface. So again here engine torque is equal to 60,000 into power engine brake power divided by twice pi. Already you are familiar with this equation. Power is equal to, correct, power that is equal to twice pi nt divided by 60,000. So where P is equal to engine power in kilowatt, N that is the engine RPM. So as here we are mentioning that the drive wheels are the rear wheel tires. So torque at rear wheels TW is equal to GR into AR into eta T into TE. So TW, that is the torque at rear wheels, is equal to G, capital G, that is overall gear ratio, means gear ratio into axle ratio, into eta T into T. Getting G overall gear ratio, eta T overall transmission efficiency, GR gearbox gear ratio, AR brake axle ratio. So the tractive effort, that is a contact between force available, that is a contact between the road surface and the tire. So F is equal to TW by R. Force is equal to torque upon R, where R is the radius of tire in meter. Where R is the radius of tire in meter. So again F is equal to TW upon R. Therefore F is equal to, put the value of TW that already in the previous that where saw, that is F is equal to T into G into eta T by R. So put value of T that already with us, F is equal to 60,000 into P into G into eta T divided by twice pi N into R. Suppose this is the equation number A. So when tractive effort, that is F, is greater than R, that is the total resistance on the level road, then the surplus tractive effort is utilized for acceleration, hill climbing and drop or fall. So it is always, remember that F is greater than or equal to R. Tractive effort is always greater than or equal to R. Getting? Then and then only vehicle is going to be propelled on the road surface. Vehicle will be moved on the road surface. And if it is greater than the R, so in that case there is a surplus power is available, and this surplus power is to be utilized for acceleration, hill climbing and drop or pull, that is the road performance. Now let's see the relation between the engine revolutions N and the vehicle speed V. This relation is very much important for us to solve the numericals. So this N to V ratio depends upon overall gear ratio. Getting? Engine revolutions to the vehicle speed, this ratio depends upon overall gear ratio. A vehicle having 4 different gears will have 4 different values of N upon V, because as the 4 gears are there, means there are 4 engine RPMs are to be available. Same time wheel speed also, that is a different for these 4 different gears. So it is clear from the following expression. So V is equal to twice pi N into R by G. V, that is in kilometer per hour, R, that is the radius of wheel is in meter, and N engine RPM, and G overall gear ratio. Overall gear ratio is the gear ratio of gear into the back axle ratio. So V is equal to twice pi N into R by G. So twice pi N into R by G. So as V is in kilometer per hour, here speed engine RPM is in revolutions per minute and R is in meter. So here also this right hand side also we have to balance with the units, that is a kilometer means 1000 meter means 1000 into V, hour means 60 minutes, so 1000 into V divided by 60. So this side meter and minute and meter, here also that is a meter and minute. So again simplifying this is our equation, N upon V is equal to 1000 into G divided by twice pi R into 60. So is equal to 1000 divided by twice pi into 60 into G by R. G by R, because it is having the values this term having values, so it is simplifying. We are having the answer for these terms. So n upon v, if you solve on the calculator, 1000 by twice pi means 2 into 3.14 into 60, so the value is 2.65 into g by r. So that is the equation number B. Suppose this is equation number B. So where v is in kilometer per hour and r is in meter, that is the radius of wheel. So if we put the equation B, that is n upon v ratio value, in equation A, that is the takt to effort equation. So then takt to effort equation, F is equal to 60,000 into P into G into eta t divided by twice pi into n into r. So rearranging the for our convenience, we are going to rearrange this equation for our convenience. F 60,000 divided by twice pi, we can solve on the calculator, into P into G into eta t in divided by n into r. So F is equal to 60,000 divided by twice pi into P into eta t into G divided by n into r. So is equal to 60,000 into P into eta t divided by twice pi into 1 upon n into G by r. Only simplifying. So G by r, so G by r, here G by r, n upon v is equal to 2.65 into G by r. So let's put this value of G by r from this equation B. So G by r from equation B, G by r is equal to n upon v divided by 2.65. So put this value of G upon r in this equation. So F is equal to 60,000 into P into eta t divided by twice pi into n upon v into 1 upon 2.65 into 1 upon n is a 1 upon n. So n get cancelled. So 60,000 into P into eta t divided by twice pi into 2.65 into v. So 60,000 divided by 2 into pi into 2.65. So the approximately it comes around 3,600, 3606 somewhat it comes, but we are round up this value, that is a 3,600. So F is equal to 3,600 into P into eta t divided by V. So as we directly taken this value of F, that is 3,600 into P into eta t divided by V in the acceleration equation. So here how this takt to effort value is 3,600 into P into eta t divided by V, that here we solve it, here we calculate it. Getting? So in this manner, this is very important calculation. In the examination point, we require these formulas for n upon v, we require this takt to effort formula, we require acceleration formula, we require gradability formula, and same time we require the resistances, that is air, rolling and grade resistance. Getting? So this is about the theory part of this chapter number 2. In the next week lectures, we are going to discuss directly the numericals with the important formulas. Thank you very much.